Hello, everyone, and welcome to this private session of EFT tapping that I am going to do with Yeliena. We just finished recording an awesome episode for the Peace Grows Here podcast. And if you haven't listened to that already, then hit the link underneath of this video and it will be linked right there. So, we were just talking a little bit after we finished recording about what would be good to focus on. And I think this is a great topic that's going to benefit everyone. So, we're going to be focusing on kind of bringing pleasure into our business and kind of recalibrating things, it sounds like. Does that seem correct?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay, so
definitely.
the best thing that we can do to start is kind of gather the details from really honestly like what the negative things are that are happening right now. So when you're thinking about your business not being as pleasurable as you would like it to be at the moment, what are the things that you would like to see different?
Mm, I would like to see that all the energy and work that I'm putting into creating content, creating my newsletter, generates more clients, to be honest, deadly
Okay.
honest. I do have clients, and at the same time, I feel like it's not reaching enough people that it could serve to.
Okay. So it feels like there's not enough conversions happening.
Mhm.
Feels like you're working a lot on things that aren't generating the result that you want.
I would say conversion is happening. There is not enough visibility. I have noticed that my post not performing well. I have a semi new website and I did an audit on that, and it's so not like anywhere, people just don't see it. So sometimes that brings me down, the fact that, oh my God, I have to like CEO optimize it, whatnot. It's going to take years. I get into that spiral of like how much of effort it actually takes to really become an expert, known as an expert in something. And that is definitely draining for my energy and just like inspiration. Even though I love what I'm doing, I really see myself doing it forever.
Okay. But when you are feeling like it's going to take forever and it's not happening the way that you want it to, what kind of emotions or feelings come up for you?
Sometimes I start criticizing myself, of course. What am I doing wrong? What's wrong with me? I would say that's more a smaller portion of it because I really know how to work with it. I know that it's not getting me anywhere. That's kind of self-criticism, but it's there.
Do you beat yourself up for letting it get to you because you think you should know better?
No, I don't add that layer,
No.
thankfully, but I know
That
how it
I do
happens.
that one where it's like I should know how to fix all this stuff because I do it for other people all day long. So why am I in this place?
Hmm.
Not for you. Okay. Um, would you consider it to be like, is it a feeling of being depressed? Is it more angry? Is it frustrated? Is it irritable? Like,
Mm.
what are some of the feelings that come up
Mm.
for you?
Frustration. I would call it frustration with myself. Yeah.
Okay. Do you get frustrated with like the tech and things like that, or that doesn't bother you?
No, what bothers me is just the sheer amount of things I'm doing as a solopreneur right now. Haven't really hired anyone to help me yet.
Okay. Do you ever feel like self-pity at all? Like, oh, poor me, I don't have anybody to help me, or like, why is it so hard?
I would say I do feel like, why is it so hard? I don't necessarily would call it self-pity. I would just frustration again.
Okay. That works. Um, okay. And then tell me what like the brand new day looks like. We don't have any of these challenges or frustrations anymore. How does your business
Mhm.
feel and operate and run? And like what's the wish fulfilled kind of feeling for you?
My day when my business is doing the thing in the right way, so to say, is where I can move from task to task, whether in my household, like doing the housekeeping, whatever, cleaning, cooking, or in my business in a slow, feeling good manner. For me, feeling of unrushed is like the most important for my nervous system to feel regulated. So in my ideal day, I know like, okay, there is only so many things that I can do, and that's okay. So that would be definitely part of that.
Do you have a tendency to make a list that's longer than the hours in the day can allow?
Definitely. Yeah, I'm getting better at it now. But right now I am still like, uh, and one more thing, even in my garden, I'm like, I'm going to be done in an hour. That's it. I'm like, one more thing and one more thing. And there's five things more. I'm like, oh, now the hour just went by.
Okay.
uh,
So to be slow and unrushed, how else would you
mm,
feel? How does that feel to you,
spacious,
spacious?
um, regulated, grounded in the present moment, just enjoying my which I do anyway, but even more so being very present with my clients in the moment and being present with my husband, being present with my garden, just being fully embodied in a moment.
Yeah. Perfect. That is a lot of great information that we can definitely use to create an awesome round of EFT tapping that I think will also help other people because everything that you're saying is nothing that I haven't heard before. And I think this is going to be really helpful. So, for any of you who are tapping along with us, you can make more specific any of these different lines. You can change them to so that they apply to you. EFT tapping favors specificity. So the more that you can say how you actually feel, the better your results going to be at unblocking what is essentially energetic blockages, those things that have
Mm-hmm.
us feeling that, we're not enough, it's not getting done fast enough, like why am I not at this finish line that I've set out for myself? All of those things are energetic blockages. And so when we remove those, we can better align with that outcome and that brand new day that we want to feel, that usually we are the only thing that is getting in the way of it. So we're going to see what we can do to remove some of those things. Now, this is a topic that, like when we get done this EFT tapping round, it's not like you're going to know exactly what's changed or transformed. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
like with a lot of hypnotherapy sessions. Sometimes you got to kind of wait and see. Like there's this kind of
Mm-hmm.
subtle feeling, but I do think there'll be a difference that you can feel in the moment that you'll know something has shifted. So I'd
Mm-hmm.
like to start by using the subjective units of distress scale with a 0 to 10 and just kind of dial in on like when you stir up all of that negative feeling inside of you
Mm-hmm.
about like, oh, I might burn out, or this is hard, and like I'm not getting enough visibility and this isn't working out the right way. Where are you on that scale where 10's the worst and 0 is like that brand new day?
I would say it's hovers around like 7 and 8.
Okay, I'm going to write that down for you. And for anybody else that's doing
Mm-hmm.
this with us, write your number down. We have a tendency to change our numbers in our head or forget them or discount them or act like it wasn't that
Mm-hmm.
big of a deal. So write your
Mm-hmm.
number down. And then I also
Mm-hmm.
love it when people send me a message afterwards and let me know, hey, gosh, I started at a 7 or 8, but I ended and I was like a 2 or whatever. And just tell
Wow.
me what shifted and transformed. That's so fun to receive. And I can
Mm-hmm.
usually point you towards the next step also. So what we're gonna do, it's gonna be like follow the leader, Yelena. I'm gonna tap on a spot, you're gonna tap on the same spot. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter if you use your left hand or your right hand. There's some spots that we have, like our eyebrows, where you could do both hands, you could do one, you could do the
Mm-hmm.
other, whatever feels good. Same for any of you tapping along. And you're gonna repeat after me. So
Mm-hmm.
unless I get it horribly wrong, just say what I'm saying. And if I'm really
Uh,
off and reading it wrong, then you too change the words and make it more specific for you so that you get the better shift.
mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
normally connect pretty well into other people's energy, but I still am not a mind reader. Still haven't haven't mastered that one yet. And I don't really have that on my bucket list of things to figure out. So here we are. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
just start by taking a nice deep inhale. And before we hit record, we both took some nice big gulps of water. For anybody else, make sure you're hydrated. Energy moves so much better when we're not dehydrated, and you get a better result from this kind of work. So hydrate. And then we're going to begin by just tapping the side of the hand with the other hand, the fingers on the other hand. And you're going to repeat after me. Even though my business doesn't quite feel the way I want it to yet,
Even though my business doesn't feel quite the way I want it to,
I want to love, accept, and forgive myself.
I want to love, accept, and forgive myself.
Even though I don't feel like there's enough visibility yet.
Even though I feel like there's not enough visibility yet.
And I'm working so hard.
And I'm working so hard.
I honor these feelings and accept myself anyway.
I honor these feelings and accept myself anyway.
And even though I still feel kind of like I'm driven by a motor,
And even though I still feel like I'm driven by a motor,
just want to do one more thing.
I just want to do one more thing.
Just want to crank out something else.
Just want to crank out something else.
I'm open to the idea that I might be able to slow down and enjoy myself more.
I'm open to the idea that I might be able to slow down and enjoy myself more.
All right, now we're going to start going through some of the other points. I don't feel like my business is pleasurable enough right now.
I don't feel like my business is pleasurable enough right now.
And I don't have as many clients as I would like to.
And I don't have as many clients as I would like to.
And sometimes that really brings me down.
And sometimes that really brings me down.
It brings down my energy and my alignment.
And brings down my energy and my alignment.
And I can be really hard on myself.
And I can be very hard on myself again.
I can start to criticize myself.
I can start to criticize myself.
What's wrong with me?
What's wrong with me?
Why isn't this working?
Why isn't this working?
Maybe I even start to compare myself to other people
Maybe I even start comparing myself to other people
because it can seem like it's easier for them.
because it can see like it's easier for them. Hmm.
And when I'm in this place, I can get trapped in my own limiting beliefs.
And when I'm in this place, I can get trapped in my own limiting beliefs.
Like the belief that becoming an expert is going to take forever,
Like believing that becoming an expert is going to take forever,
or believing that it's going to be so draining,
or believing that it's going to be so draining,
or that there is a right way to do things.
or that there is a right way to do things.
And then I just seem to
Hmm.
attract even more of what I don't want.
And when I seem to attract just more of what I don't want,
It doesn't feel like I should be able to slow down right now
it doesn't feel like I should be able to slow down right now
because it feels like there's so much work I need to do.
because I feel like there's so much more work that I have to do
To get to this imaginary place on the horizon.
to get to that imaginary place on the horizon.
This
True.
place that even I know I can never actually get to.
This place that even I know I can never actually get to.
Because as soon as I even get close,
Because even though as soon as I get close,
I'm probably going to raise the bar and want something else.
I'm probably going to raise the bar and want something else. Very true.
I'm going to have a new goal.
I'm going to have a new goal.
So just opening up to the idea
So I'm just opening up to the idea
that I have already come so far and done so much.
that I already have come so far and done so much.
And just taking a moment to recognize that and celebrate that.
So I'm just taking a moment to recognize that and celebrate that
And to clear all of this resistance and frustration
and clear all of that resistance and frustration
down to a cellular level
down to a cellular level
I'm already an expert at so many things.
I'm already an expert at so many things.
And sure, that can get better,
And sure, that can get better,
and it will,
and it will.
but it's going to happen so much faster if I just let it.
But it's going to happen so much more faster if I just let it.
If I just flow with my day
If I just flow with my day
and send gratitude to all the things that are going right.
and send gratitude to all the things that are going right.
And send love to myself for all that I'm doing to create this amazing life.
And send love to myself for creating all that I am to love.
Send love to myself for
So,
creating, doing all the things
for
I am to create this amazing life. Sorry, my phone
sending
rang and distracted us both.
yeah, sending love to myself, not because, but just recognizing that I'm doing all of those great things in my life for
We
myself.
can even use this real life example here. So I'll just say, I realize even when I get distracted or off course,
Even when I get distracted, of course,
it's okay.
it's okay.
I always end up right where I'm intended to be.
I'm always end up right where I'm intending to be.
And I
Mm.
can't know before that happens where that is.
And I can't know
Before
what
that
happens
happens,
before that happens,
where
what
that will
it's like,
be. Yeah,
where that would be. Yeah,
it's impossible.
it's impossible.
So I might as well enjoy where I am
I might as well enjoy where I am.
and realize that so much of what I'm not enjoying
And realize that so much that I'm not enjoying,
is self imposed pressure,
it's self-imposed pressure,
it's self imposed goals.
self-imposed goals.
And I can release some of that pressure myself.
And I can release this pressure myself.
And I can believe
And I can believe
that these things that I want to manifest
that those things that I want to manifest
are going to come into my life so much easier
are going to come into my life so much easier
if I let go of the hustle and strive mentality
if I let go of the hustle and strive mentality
and allow myself to flow like I'm going downstream.
and allow myself to flow like I'm going downstream
Instead of trying to go against the current.
instead of trying to go against the current.
And that in doing that,
And that in doing that,
I can actually create the spacious life I want.
I can actually create the spacious life I want,
These slow and unrushed feelings that I want.
the slow and unrushed feelings that I want.
And I can connect with those right now.
And I can connect with those right now.
I am not separate from them.
I'm not separate from them.
I can have that feeling today.
I can have that feeling today.
And as I accept that feeling, I will create more of it.
And as I accept that feeling, I will create more of that.
And we're just half the sides of our fingers. And little by little, I'll find myself creating that pleasurable business that I desire.
Little by little, I will find myself creating this pleasurable business that I desire
With ease
with ease
and flow
and flow
and enjoyment
and enjoyment.
and total love and passion for what I'm doing and creating.
And with total love and passion for what I'm doing and creating.
Back of the hand between your ring finger and your pinky.
Mm.
With love, acceptance, tolerance, and forgiveness,
With love, acceptance, tolerance, and forgiveness,
I call my power back into my body.
I call my power back into my body.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Beautiful job. Take a nice deep breath.
Mm,
Feel free
mm,
to stretch or yawn or whatever feels good to you in the moment.
mm.
Oh, stretch with you.
Both, both.
And
Mm.
then I'd love to hear what came up for you, what was going through your head, how you're feeling now, any aha moments.
Mm, definitely a few aha moments. I might not capture them right now. So part of me actually hopes that I will have a recording of this myself to
Yes.
watch it again because I definitely will remember just by following the flow. But the one that really stands out to me is when we were talking about the self-imposed beliefs that I'm carrying with me about how I'm going to get successful, what it looks like, how long it takes, and etc. And yeah, it's such a powerful realization just to simply recognize that it's a belief that I created myself. And also, I love what you said. And I really believe that already myself, that there is no right way of doing things because we can drive ourselves crazy
Mm.
trying to figure out, like, okay, I just need this map, like this coach gonna save me or something like that because they know like this is the way. But ultimately there's so many ways and it's so much more relaxing and spacious and empowering and playful and pleasurable to be able to step into this just infinite possibilities with yeah, just ready for it to unfold the way it wants to.
Oh, beautiful. So, where would you say that you are on that scale of 0 to 10 now?
I would say like two.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then this is always where if we were doing a session together and you were my client, we would look at what's left and then we would take care
Hmm.
of those layers until, we're at that root cause of whatever it is. And all of a sudden, we're at a 0. And that's the
Right.
kind of things that you look for when you do this sort of regulating work is what's left and what's next. And, just take care of it little by little with as much, grace and compassion as you're capable of. So beautiful work. And
Hmm.
for all of you that
Hmm.
tapped along with us, like I said before, I love hearing from people. So feel free to, send me a DM on Instagram and let me know how this went. And would you like to hear from people too? You're welcome to tell them where you'd like them to message you.
Yeah, definitely. You can also find me on Instagram. This is where I live on a web, and my handle is my blooming heart hypnotherapy. All one word.
Yeah. Thank you so much for trusting me to guide you through that process. And thank you all for tapping along with us.
Yay, thank you.